everyone, and welcome to today's story time. I'm Ms. Emily, and I'm going to be reading you some books and singing you some songs about the dark and about nighttime. It's November now, so you might have noticed that the evenings are getting a little bit darker a lot earlier, so we have a lot more night to explore. Are you ready to sing a song to start our story time? I know I am. Let's start. Get your fingers ready. Say, wave with me. Hello, how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, how are you? How are you today? I am fine, I hope you are too. I hope you are too. I hope you are too. I am fine, I hope you are too. I hope you're fine today. I'll clap my hands, can you clap yours too? Clap yours too. Clap yours too. I'll clap my hands, can you clap yours too? Clap yours too today. Thank you. What a great job everyone did with clapping. You ready to read a story? I know I am. This story is called Night Animals, and it's by Gianna Marino, and it's about animals who are actually afraid of the dark. Are you afraid of the dark? I know I can be sometimes, so it's good to be reminded that sometimes even animals who are supposed to be out at night might also be afraid. See? Night Animals by Gianna Marino. Hey Possum, what are you doing in there? Shh, I'm hiding. He does look like he's hiding. What are we hiding from? Night animals. Now keep quiet. Can you move over? Ugh. Let's find somewhere else. Did you hear something? Are you trying to scare me? Help me! Help you? You're a wolf. The skunk has let go his stink and Possum has passed out. That's very silly. But something is following me. What is it? What is it? It's big and hairy with long, sharp claws. Possum, I'm not here. You guys gotta help me. Something huge is coming. What's even bigger than a bear? Why is the sky getting darker? Night animal, run! Hide! Stop! What do you think it is? Can you tell by the shape? Let's see. You're right, it was a bat. What are you all so scared of? We're scared of night animals. But you are night animals. Oh! Wait, did you hear something? What's that, do you think? Click! And the flashlight reveals all the night animals. Run! 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 What's this up here? Ooh, ooh, ooh. The owl must have thought it was all very funny. I like that story, and I like the idea that animals might also be a little bit afraid of the dark. We're going to do a felt story now called Under the Nighttime Sky. I want you to think what's something that you would see in the sky at night. The moon, you're right. It's one of the main things we might see in the sky at night. And this is a full moon, means you can see the entire moon round and bright in the sky. The moon is also in the sky, and you can see it just as part of the moon, a crescent, or half the moon, but this is a full moon. Under the sky, the nighttime sky, we look up at The moon. Get the moon up there on our felt board. Here's the moon. The moon's bright light shines through the night, and we sing a little tune. La 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 la, the moon. And an owl says, "Who are you?" An owl is an animal that we see in the night, a night animal. The owl says, "Who are you?" Who? And we tell him who we are. My name is Emily. There's something bright moving through the night. We found, what's this? A shooting star. Lots of stars are seen in the night sky. I want you to think about some other things that you might see at night in the sky or the types of animals that might be out and about. Which is a wonderful segue into the book that we're going to read called Owl Moon by Jane Yolen. Illustrated by John Schoner. This is one of my favorite books about the nighttime. It's about a little boy who goes owling with his dad. And owling starts in the middle of the night. You have to get up before it's light out and go to find an owl because they're night animals. But I like this book because it shows that there's lots of adventures to be had when it's dark out and lots of wonderful things that you just can't see in the day. Owl Moon. You ready? I am. It was late one winter night, long past my bedtime, when Pa and I went owling. There was no wind, the trees stood still as giant statues, and the moon was so bright the sky seemed to shine. Somewhere behind us, a train whistle blew, long and low like a sad, sad song. I could hear it through the woolen cap Pa had pulled down over my ears. A farm dog answered the train, and then a second dog joined in. They sang out trains and dogs for a real long time, and when their voices faded away, it was as quiet as a dream. We walked on towards the woods, Pa and I. Our feet crunched over the crisp snow, and my little gray footprints followed us. Pa made a long shadow, and mine was short and round. I had to run after him every now and then to keep up, and my short round shadow bumped after me. But I never called out. If you go owling, you have to be quiet. That's what Pa always says. I had been waiting to go owling with Pa for a long, long time. We reached the line of pine trees, black and pointy against the sky, and Pa held up his hand. I stopped right where I was and I waited. He looked up, as if searching the stars, as if reading a map up there. The moon made his face into a silver mask, and he called, "Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo." The sound of the great horned owl. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. Again he called out, and then again, and after each call he was silent. For a long moment we both listened, but there was no answer. Pa shrugged, and I shrugged. I was not disappointed. My brothers all said, sometimes there's an owl, and sometimes there isn't. We walked on. I could feel the cold, as if someone's icy hand was palmed down on my back, and my nose and the tops of my cheeks felt cold and hot at the same time. But I never said a word. If you go owling, you have to be quiet, and you have to make your own heat. We went into the woods. The shadows were the blackest things I had ever seen. They stained the white snow. My mouth felt furry with the scarf over it. It was warm and wet, and I didn't ask the kinds of things that hide behind trees in the middle of the night. When you go owling, you have to be brave. Then we came to a clearing in the dark woods. The moon was high above us. It seemed to fit exactly over the center of the clearing, and the snow below it was whiter than the milk in a cereal bowl. I sighed, and Pa held up his hand at the sound. I put my mittens over my scarf, over my mouth, and I listened hard. And then Pa called, "Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo." I listened and looked so hard my ears hurt, and my eyes got cloudy with the cold. Pa raised his face to call out again, but before he could open his mouth, An echo came threading its way through the trees. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo. Pa almost smiled, then he called back, woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo, just as if he and the owl were talking about supper, or about the woods, or the moon, or the cold. I took my mitten off the scarf, off my mouth, and I almost smiled too. The owl's call came closer, from high up in the trees. On the edge of the meadow, nothing in the meadow moved. All of a sudden, an owl shadow, part of a big tree shadow, lifted off and flew right over us. We watched silently, with heart in our mouths, the heat of all those words we had not spoken. The shadow hooted again. Pa turned on his big flashlight and caught the owl just as it was landing on a branch. For 1 minute, 3 minutes, maybe even 100 minutes, we stared at each other. The owl. Then the owl pumped its great wings and lifted off the branch like a shadow without sound. I flew back into the forest. Time to go home, Pa said to me. I knew then I could talk or even laugh out loud, but I was a shadow as we walked home. When you go owling, you don't need words or warm or anything but hope. That's what Pa says. The kind of hope that flies on silent wings under a shining owl moon. I really like that story. And I like the idea that even though the dark is scary, it holds things and secrets that we might not get to see in the light. So I'm going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I'm sure everyone knows that one. You get your twinklers ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Good job. Thank you so much for doing this story time with me today. I'm going to sing a song to say goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Ready? We're going to sing Open Them, Shut Them. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Raise your hands up high as you can go, everybody. Stretch way up high. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Now we wave goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.